You're listening to Wycombe Sound, online, on Radio Player, and on 106.6 FM.
I think is happening, talking to people right around the area, is the weather's coming in from the western side, looking at various cameras, and it appears to be relatively clear to the west of us. Now, that's about 10 miles to the west of us, and it appears to be rising up over the Chilterns and dropping its snow.
Let's bring you up to date with the latest on the traffic and travel. Basically, every major road in Wycombe is currently looking red, very busy, slushy and snowy as well. The gritters are out in High Wycombe and the north of Bucks as well right now at the moment. The M40, we were reporting on that earlier, looking very busy from sort of junction 7 downwards. That is starting to clear from Stokenchurch down to Handy Cross. New Road, John Hallway, Desborough Avenue, Marlow Hill. We've had reports coming in, there's a bus stuck halfway up Plumer Hill going towards Downley. Reports of an accident in the Knapp Hill area.
We had a phone call from Culligan Water Treatment Company along the Coronation Road in Creswick's Industrial Estate near the junction with Halifax Road. If anybody's stuck in the vicinity there, if you'd like to go along and talk to them, they will provide you with a cup of tea and use of the toilets.
That is very, very nice. So again, where is that, mate? Let's just get that out.
So that's in Coronation Road on the Creswick's Industrial Estate.
Yeah, and David as well from earlier on with a Louise update. Just into Wycombe Central area, 4 hours from Amersham so far, 8 times the usual travel time. Good job on reporting, guys.
Thank you to you if you called us, if you tweeted us, and if you sent us Facebook messages, because it's when we all work together that we make such a big difference. That's what local radio is all about.
It's 2 minutes past 10 o'clock. A very good morning to you. Welcome along to Wycombe Sound's mid-morning show. Bob Johnson broadcasting live from the High Street. We are also, of course, today keeping completely across events in Westminster. Theresa May is expected to make a statement any moment now, and as soon as she does, we will bring you the information about what she is saying. But now the news in the Wycombe area. The final piece of legislation that confirms that there was... OK, we are going to interrupt that track because Theresa May is now speaking outside number 10 Downing Street.
That I have not been able to deliver Brexit. It will be for my successor to seek a way forward that honours the result of the referendum.
Theresa May there speaking outside 10 Downing Street. She has announced that she will resign as leader on the 7th of June, that is as leader of the Conservative Party.
There we go, that's Hard to Break the Habit by Chicago, and a very appropriate song, I think, actually. This morning, Theresa May has notified the country that she intends to stand down on June the 7th. Steve, what do you make of the news?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me on. It's very, very sad news. This is not where any of us wanted to be.
So, you've now offered to stand, you've put your, if I can use the term loosely, hat in the ring. You haven't confirmed it yet, I will be honest and say that.
Yeah.
You've said you would happily be leader. Are you going to go ahead? Are you going to go for it?
That's the million-dollar question I'm getting in every interview.
You are listening to Wycombe Sound. We are coming live from the High Street, and I'm delighted to say that I have been joined by the brand new mayor of High Wycombe, Maz Hussain. Hello, Maz.
Hello, good morning everybody who's listening 106.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and we interrupt Luke's Drive Time show for a rather special show coming up now on Wycombe Sound. My name is Matt Cecil from Wycombe Wanderers Football Club. The new season is about to get underway in terms of the pre-season training kicking off on Thursday, and we have two very special guests tonight who are going to look ahead to the season ahead. They're going to answer your questions, and we're going to reflect, of course, on that fantastic promotion-winning campaign last year. So joining me tonight, Andrew Howard from Preston is the owner of Beechdean Dairy Ice Cream, who joined the club as a director and then chairman in 2014. And, of course, you'll all know Gareth Ainsworth from Blackburn originally, who joined the Chairboys aged 36 in 2009 and, of course, achieved promotion to League One last year. So they're here to talk about the football side of Wycombe Wanderers as we prepare for life back in the third tier.
The board and myself all felt really strongly that we would like to go back to Gareth and offer him the opportunity at Wycombe to try and do that again. So we offered him a new contract, and I can say today, which is absolutely brilliant news, and the board are absolutely thrilled, and I hope everyone else is, that Gareth penned a new 5-year contract this morning, which will take him through to 2023.
What does it mean now to be able to extend that contract as manager?
I just have to say a major thank you to everyone who's supporting me, and whether that be the board, Andrew himself, my staff, my players, and especially the fans for the patience they give me, the opportunity I've had.
Tell us who Cynthia, or the Reverend Cynthia Mallaran is, and how did the whole DJ thing come about?
I had gone through the first half of my year as a visual artist, and the wildest thing happened. I was in an accident in Stockholm, Sweden in 2008, sustained a head injury, experienced active living amnesia and a concussion, and I lost a lot of my memories. I couldn't tell you what schools I went to or who my friends were in school. I was going through therapy to try to regain my memory and understanding of me as a person, and that wasn't working. Suddenly I hear a song, Paul Anka, Lonely Boy, just comes on like TV, and I start thinking about my childhood. And
wow.
It was like,
I promise that I will do my best to be true to myself and develop my beliefs, to serve the Queen and my community, to help other people and to keep the Brownie Guide law.
So in the Brownies, we take helping the community very seriously. And last year, we went on a tour of the One Can Trust Food Bank, and we learned about how the food bank gives out more than 400 parcels every month to families in Wycombe and Marlow and the surrounding area.
We had lots of people contacting us and telling us what they would say to their loved ones if they had one more minute.
We don't know many people in High Wycombe, so just being introduced to people and the local community has been tremendous for me.
I'm going to learn time in my life. Cool, let's do that. 4 hours later, we're drenched in sweat. They're like, so do you want to try the lift? Are you feeling ready? You can't say no, can you? We're like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And we just, first time, fingers crossed, everything went okay, and touch wood, it's been going well since.
It's now time for the theatre programme What's On Guide. We shall start off with what's happening at the Wycombe Swan. On Saturday the 19th of May, you can join Jackie Palmer's Stage School as they bring you their brand new production, Hats Off to the Greats. There are 2 performances you can catch, one at 2:30 and then again at 7:15.
4 minutes after 12, Saturday afternoon. Welcome along, it's the Jukebox. We're live from Wycombe Sound Studio 1 this afternoon. Thank you very much, by the way, to everyone from the coffee.
I'm standing at the corner of Eastern Street and Queen Victoria Road, where in less than a week's time, both roads will revert to being two-way. Joining me to tell us more about the switch and the whole town centre master plan, it's the Buckinghamshire County Council Cabinet Member for Transport, Mark Shaw, and the Wycombe District Council Cabinet Member for Planning, David Johncock. David, let's start with you. There's been lots and lots of publicity about this, but if anyone still doesn't know what's going on, tell us what actually is going on.
The whole point of this is to try and get the message across that it is about to change, and this particular part of the alternate route is a major change from what we've done hitherto, because we are going fundamentally from a one-way system to a two-way system, and that's going to make a major difference to the way people get around the town.
Mark, it's part of a greater master plan for the entire town. Tell us exactly why it's been undertaken.
Well, it's been undertaken to help the flow of traffic through High Wycombe. That's been a challenge for many local residents and visitors over the years. So we first opened the first section of this at Christmas 2015 in Westbourne Street. We're coming up for completion. I think it's about September time of this year when the final part of the gasworks site will be completed. But it's been very exciting. What this has been about is rejuvenating High Wycombe, is bringing it from the 1960s into a modern day atmosphere, and I think it makes it a much more attractive place for both visitors and local residents as well.
And a very good morning to you, and a warm welcome to the breakfast show here on Wycombe Sound 106.6 FM. The time is 5 minutes past 7. It is a beautiful day outside.
A career in policing as a female at Thames Valley Police is a really attractive one. Great strides have been made in the last 30 years for females in our force. We've grown from 13.5% of our frontline officers being female to 34%, but there's still more to do. So in order to make more progress, we need more women to join us.
Now on Wycombe Sound, we get totally into the Christmas spirit with the Mayor's Carol Service from All Saints Church, High Wycombe. It's introduced by the Vicar of All Saints, the Reverend Hugh Ellis, and starts, as all carol services should, with Once in Royal David City.
My brothers and sisters, in the name of Christ, I welcome you.
we've come together to prepare for our celebration of the birth of Jesus. And through this service, we travel in spirit with Mary and Joseph to Bethlehem.
Probably hear the band of the Salvation Army in the background, and you can also hear the church bells pealing. The civic party, it's got people will go through them because a lot of these people will be laying wreaths. We got the High Sheriff, we got the Mayor and Mayoress of Wycombe, we got the Chairman of Bucks County Council, the Chairman of Wycombe District Council.
At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
It's been 2 years since we started broadcasting, and I've dug out some letters I've received during that period. Listen to this one from Roy of West Wycombe. Roy writes, "Dear Wycombe Sound, I owe your station a vote of thanks, as I've suffered from insomnia for some considerable time, but as soon as I started listening to Nice and Easy, I managed to nod off within about 10 minutes, with no problem at all. So a big thank you to Alan for restoring my sleep. Keep up the good work. I'm off to bed." Well, I'm delighted to have been of assistance, Roy. You won't hear what I'm saying, but all part of the service. Sleep well while we hear Sam Cooke's I'll Come Running Back to You from 1957.
So you are 6 minutes past 10, Saturday morning on Wycombe Sound. This is the Coffee Lounge, but with a slight difference. Luke,
yes.
Where are we?
We are at the Bucks College Group Amersham campus. It is their open day today, starting now, and runs through until 2 p.m. this afternoon.
We're now joined by Mike. Morning.
Good morning.
Do you do here, Mike?
I'm the course leader for the TV and film course, which we run here.
It's a very good course.
Is it?
Yes.
Is that your old course?
Might be, yes.
So the film and TV, that sounds quite a broad spectrum in terms of syllabus. Is it as broad as it sounds, or are there specialisms?
The simple thing is it's not really film, as in we think of feature films.
Right.
You've done a Dragon's Den type thing here?
We have. In fact, Mimi was on the Peter Jones Enterprise Academy course
there you go.
years ago.
She gets everywhere, doesn't she?
I know. We did an adult version of it.
Yes.
But Mimi was... we do a Dragon's Den thing. Mimi was one of our dragons last month. We also had local business people come in and be dragons for us.
Yeah.
You'd have made a good dragon, Rob,
Do you
yourself.
think so?
Yeah, I sense that.
I've always thought so.
That's it now.
Sean, if I'm honest, I've seen myself as a dragon. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
that's
can
Game
I
of
say?
Thrones, though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it probably is.
Yeah.
We are here at the Oakley Court Hotel for their Film and Memorabilia Fair, which is being held at the location of many Hammer horror films. We're going to talk to the organisers, some of the exhibitors. Harry, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good. It's a hive of activity in here.
It is. We're very, very fortunate. I think I was here at about 4:30 this morning getting ready to set up. We opened up the doors to the early birds at 8:30 and there was a steady flow. But from 10 o'clock, you can see yourself, there is a hive of activity with people purchasing and perusing the posters and the bits of memorabilia.
Well, good afternoon and welcome not to Wycombe Sound, but Holme Green and the Eerie Dawns Festival of Frights, which we are broadcasting live from all afternoon into this evening. It opens at 6:30 this evening. Right, Duncan.
Yes.
You ready to go in the maze?
I'm ready to go in the maze.
Good.
We're at the door.
We're at the door.
Not ill.
She's not ill.
She's not ill, it's good. Well, you look a bit peaky, I'll be honest. Very.
You're ill.
Yes, okay, I am ill, yes. Hi, what's your name? What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Lily.
Okay, where are you from, Lily?
I can't remember.
Okay, and where's Father Michael?
I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah, there's Father Michael. As if by magic.
No, come with me.
No, okay, we're coming with him. We're coming with Father Samuels. Lily's back.
Please help me.